What's up, everyone? So, round six, San Diego, which, if you remember last year, was a huge, horrible mud race and was, for me, super boring to watch because all it was single, single, single everything. This year, perfect soil, great track. I think it was a great track at least, and pretty good racing. I'm skipping the qualifying, not qualifying, heat one and heat two because whatever. Um, 250s. Mosman, who shows good speed every couple weeks, every week and then falls back. I mean, remember last week he he fell and got a bike to the head and he was done. This week he came out flying. He got the whole shot. He was in first. He was leading for I don't know 2 or 3 laps, something like. They were running pretty good lap times, sub a minute on this track. So I mean, he was leading Faulkner and Cooper and Ferrandis, and he was flying for a while. He held Faulkner for a good amount of time. Then Faulkner, and Ferrandis eventually passed him because, as they should, they're the fastest guys. They should be leading, but I mean, good for Mosman. I think this is like his first or second year, so good for him for showing the speed already. And again, Faulkner passed him, Ferrandis got by him, and then it was the Faulkner-Ferrandis show, which is what it's just going to be. I think this was the last week before it goes back, or before it goes to the East Coast. I could be wrong on that, but I think I'm correct on that. And it was a good race. You had the 2-lane sand section. You had that one like inside outside 90-degree corner. That was kind of the inside line was way slower, but whatever. But Ferrandis. Spoiler alert if you didn't watch it, and I'm not going to go all the way. Ferrandis won. He pushed Faulkner off the track a little bit, but that was just, he just took the line away. That wasn't a Craig pass. That was just him being a little faster to the corner and having the better line to it, and that's what racing is. But you gotta. It's whatever. It's what it is. Like you can't really be mad about it. You've got to be aggressive at some point, but. If you're Faulkner, you really should have a little more speed than this, especially wanting to be the title contender and every single week starting out front and having Ferrandis catch you and pass you every single week. It's probably wearing on his confidence a little bit to know that unless he gets a really bad start or falls or something, he's gonna be right there. So Ferrandis leaves with the point lead. I think Cooper's like 7 or 8 behind it, and then Faulkner's 14. I want to say 14 behind. So, top 3 guys in the top 3 points. Big surprise there. So, I don't think nothing else really happened in this. Like, other than Ferrandis passed on Faulkner, Cooper was in third the whole time. He just kind of rode around in third. Mosman was fourth. Hartraft, he was doing pretty good. Clout, the Australian Supercross winner from last year, was 6th. So, not bad for that. Now, the 450s, again, if you didn't watch, Cooper Webb won. But, I mean, Adam Cianciarulo was right there the whole race. He wasn't there the whole race. Yeah, he passed Cooper in the beginning, and he led most of this race. Of course, that wouldn't mean he was right there. But he passed most of this race in first. At the very end, Cooper had that, was it quad triple he was doing through the whoops? That was way faster than skipping him at the end of the race. He was making up half a second every lap on that, especially, or at least in the first set of whoops. But quad tripling in, or triple quad, whatever he was doing some sort of rhythm in it, and he was just flying because of it. But you had Plessinger start out front. He was third, and then I think he fell down to like 10th or something. You had how was it? It was Webb won, Cianciarulo second, and Blake Baggett was third. So good for Blake Baggett. You had Tomac and Roxon for most of the race riding around 10th, 9th, 10th. Like, they really weren't all up in there. Anderson had a horrible weekend. I think he ended up like 13th or 14th. He fell off super hard. Osborne started dead last. Whoa, who else was a player in this? pretty much everyone started in the top 10 that, was going to be a player. Tomac and Roxon were right up there racing each other. You had Barsha right up in the top 5, Baggett, Webb, you know. Oh, yeah, Plessinger had he gave it a little too much whiskey throttle in the corner, and that's how he fell out third. But, you know, good race for everyone. I mean, you keep, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Roxon kept the point lead by one, or they're tied, one of the two. It's Roxon, Webb, and then I don't remember who's third. Maybe, oh yeah, Roxon, Tomac, and Webb are the top 3. I don't remember who. I think Roxon kept the the points lead. But you did have, if you didn't watch it too, the press day thing between, was it Davlos and Barsha, where Davlos cut over a little bit too far on him in a jump, and I mean, this is like either qualifying or heats or qualifying or practice. I don't remember which it was, but then Barsha just took it right out the corner. They had their little, their little racer fight at the end. But it was a good week. It was good racing, nice close racing. I mean, the top 3 were all within 3 seconds of each other by the end of the race. Like, top 5 were 10 seconds apart. Like, it really wasn't bad. And especially the race between Webb and Cianciarulo, they had some really cool, like, cat and mouse moments. Like, oh, I'm going to go inside of this corner, or I'm going to brake early and cut you off. Like, it was good racing. It wasn't just one guy flying out ahead and being 15 seconds and, you never see him because there's no point for the camera to be on him. It was good. I am kind of sad Cianciarulo didn't win this one, because I'd like to see him win, 1 or 2 races this year. He's definitely fast. I mean, especially when he's in the top 5 every year, and you see people that are, like, look at Osborne. This is his first year in a 450, technically, or not technically. His first year, first 50, and he's running, 15th through 10th, and you have Cianciarulo, who's, I mean, the Wonder Boy, but it was a good race. I mean, it was exciting all the way through. They were running quick lap times, so there was a lot to. They were pushing it. It wasn't slow, or the lap times never really dropped off super hard. The whoops didn't become super rutted, so everyone was jumping like single, double. I think this was a really good race. Obviously you would have liked to see Roxon and Tomac a little farther up, but top 5, top 6, 7, that's all good. Good with me. Tell me what you think. Tell me below, what do you think? Was this a good race for you? Who do you want to win the championship? Are you on the Webb wagon? Are you on, hoping Cianciarulo pulls it out somehow? Tomac, Roxon, do you think Barsha is going to get the points again? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Tell me your thoughts. Do all the fun things you can on the YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. And, yeah, I'll see you all next week.